I am excited. I am excited. I am excited. I was thinking today if Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the King of Love, if he were living today, what, pray tell, what would Dr. King say to Marjorie Taylor Greene, to J.D.Vance, to some of those other, the Donald and all of those people? What would he say to these people? Some of whom were used as puppets to manipulate, lift, and almost plagiarize some of his words from the I Have a Dream speech. They concentrated on the allegory and all of the beauty of some of the language that he used in the I Have a Dream speech while distorting the message of the speech itself. Some of whom don't have a problem uttering I have a dream that one day, but will refuse to deal with the fact that the speech dealt with a reshuffling of America's economic deck. I remember Reverend Hosea Williams. If you get a chance, Google him. Hosea, Reverend Hosea Williams. Google the Edmund Pettus Bridge. John Lewis and Hosea Williams led that march on the Edmund Pettus Bridge, and they were blooded and they were beaten. Just Google Reverend Williams and you'll see who he was. He was a bad man. He was the chief field general for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And Hosea was my personal trainer, my personal mentor, my leader. I worked for Hosea beginning at 16 years old up until I was about 24, 25 or so, and left Georgia. And I learned so much sitting at the feet of unbought and unbossed Reverend Hosea Williams, unbought and unbossed. I can do more for you on a telephone than a lawyer can do in a courtroom. That was Reverend Hosea Williams. And he fed hungry people. And a lot of people wonder where I get my drive to feed the hungry and house the homeless. Some of it comes from my mother, Dolly Mae Manning, rest in peace, best woman I've ever known. James Scott Manning, best man I've ever known. And a lot of that feeding the hungry comes from Reverend Hosea Williams. If Dr. King were alive today, I think he would have a lot to say to this crowd that claims to love Jesus while hating their brothers and sisters. My friends, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, those of us who say we love the Lord, we got some work to do. If my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves and pray, turn from their wicked ways, seek my face, then I will forgive their sins and heal the land. 2 Chronicles 7:14. We got some work to do. I'm talking about all of us, Democrats and Republicans. We've got some work to do. There's too much hatred in this country. There's too much division in this country. And all of us say that we love God. All of us say that we're serving Jesus Christ. I think if Jesus Christ showed up in some of our churches, 90% of the churches in America would put him out. St. Matthew chapter 25, I was hungry, you fed me not. I was in prison and you visited me not. We have got to come together, my brothers. We've got to come together, my sisters. We must house the homeless. We must feed the hungry. Do me a favor, go to yeswecanworshipcenter.org. If you want to support our work, we do it every day. And then take a look at the tinyhomesproject.com. The tinyhomesproject.com. We got some work to do.